Hello Beauty News family, welcome to Beauty News. This is the 25th of June edition, or the June episode.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about new release beauty products and just stuff. We've sort of categorized things because there's stuff. A lot of it.
I know a lot of people miss our weekly episodes and seeing the fresh news. We do have our Instagram account still posting daily, and also Jacob is helping us with TikTok. So if you do want daily release information, we always have those linked in the description box. This is more of a reflection and a recap and discussion of things that are the most interesting of the month. So it's not every release because we don't want to be here for 4 hours.
No.
But it is the things that a lot of people were most excited for.
Yes.
Before we begin this week's episode, we do have a sponsor. Ana Luisa create beautiful jewellery with a focus on being environmentally aware. They are carbon neutral, use recycled materials whenever possible, and create limited batches to help prevent excessive waste. Ana Luisa has a great variety of pieces ranging from earrings, rings, necklaces, and bracelets, plus they have fine jewellery offerings as well. They release new collections every Friday with pieces starting at just $39, and they offer a 365-day warranty on all pieces. So far, I'm really happy with my Ana Luisa jewellery. The quality is really nice, and so is the price tag, which is the big thing. I love a dainty stackable ring, and I'm already tempted to pick up more. Go to analuisa.com/beautynews to treat yourself and your loved ones and use our code BEAUTYNEWS to get 10% off. I absolutely recommend them. They're a great brand making beautiful, sustainable jewelry. Go check out analuisa.com/beautynews. That's Analuisa, ANALUISA.com/beautynews, code BEAUTYNEWS.
So we're going to start with Pride releases since it is Pride month. And first off the bat is BH Cosmetics. So they've launched their Give Back Pride Shadow Palette. This is a 12 colour eyeshadow palette featuring rainbow hues, including the Trevor Project's signature orange, which we'll explain a bit more about. And they also have cream shimmer, which is interesting.
It's the only shimmer shade.
Yes, a brown and a black in there as well. Plus there's white, baby pink and baby blue to represent trans people, which is fantastic.
It might look like a bit of a jumbled weird thing where it's rainbow with a pop of brown, but it makes a lot of sense. And I think it's probably the most current colour story for a Pride palette. So I have to tip my hat to them for that one.
So $10 from the sale of each palette will be donated to the Trevor Project, which is the world's largest suicide prevention and crisis intervention organisation for the LGBTQ plus youth. And it's available now at BH Cosmetics for $19 US.
All right, we've seen Becca, which is a brand that's almost dead, but they have released a highlighter for Pride Month. This is the High Angel Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed. So they're describing the colour as a unique opalescent shade that has a reflective rainbow of pearls. So Becca haven't mentioned the percentage of proceeds, but they are saying that they're donating $50,000 to the Trevor Project. And this is now available at the Becca website for $38 US. The shade's an interesting one. A few people have been comparing this to Berlin Girl Glow, which I see the sort of similarities. The difference, I think, is this has a rosy base with more of a blue silver shift to it, which is quite a subtle blue shift. It's not one of those blue obnoxious highlighters.
No,
it's just got a cool reflect to it. But it does have a rosy base, so it almost looks like it's a blush, whereas Berlin Girl Glow was a beige base with that bluey silver shift to it. So it looked a little bit more natural, whereas this has, more coloured dimension to it.
MAC are releasing a Pride collection through the underground leg of their brand. They are releasing the Pride and Joy Liquidlast Liner Vault Pack, which includes 11 all-inclusive shades that symbolize the LGBTQIA plus community flag colors. But that's not all. 100% of the selling price will go to the Hetrick Martin Institute through the Mac Viva Glam Fund, and that helps to fight empowerment of the LGBTQIA plus community. This one is going to retail for $125, and the launch date was the 22nd of June on Instagram and 23rd of June online. But they only created 1,000 of them. So, you know, that's Mac Underground for you.
Yeah, look, it's still $125,000 they're donating, which is great because the full amount's going. But I really feel like, okay, there's two things that disappoint me about this. One, this is a really cool concept, and MAC should have this in their permanent range anyway. The colours are great. I love that they're reflecting the modern flag as well. So they have the trans and the black and brown sort of influence in there, which is really fantastic. It annoys me that they're selling this in a pack because not everyone wants 11 liquid liners. Some people might. I just feel like they should have released more of these, and this would have sold. This would have sold.
Absolutely.
So they capping it at 1,000 is a bit disappointing. But at least they're donating everything. So all right, we've seen another Pride collection from Morphe. I think this is the third year in a row that they've done it. And this is actually, look, it's not in collaboration, but they've got Todrick Hall as the face of the campaign. Now, this looks very, very familiar. It's the same format and very similar to the 2019 palette they brought out. And again, it's got a brush set, which they've been doing every year, and they've also got a mirror. Look, it's a rainbow palette, and look, they have actually thrown in the trans colors as well, which is nice to see. But it's a Morphe rainbow palette. It looks, we were like, why are they doing this again? And then we had to look back and go, oh no, there's slight differences.
Yes,
it is slightly different.
Slightly different. I do like the little brush holder though. I love how the thread is rainbow. I like that. That's a cute touch.
Yeah, so the brush pack is $26 US, $53 value, and it comes with the brush holder. The palette is $20 US, and the mirror is $12 US. So that's all available now.
Okay, next up we actually have some liners. So there's two brands we need to touch on here. We're going to start with Suva Beauty. So this is the limited edition box of UV Hydra FX colors. And basically they're saying, we make rainbows jealous. So you've got 6 colors in a collector's box. The collection includes Bomb AF, which I can tell you right now, I own that shade and it is Bomb AF. There's Acid Trip, Dance Party, Fanny Pack, Tracksuit, and Grape Soda.
I love Grape Soda.
Grape Soda is a great shade as well. So this is retailing for $45 US on the 1st of June. So it's out now. You can get it at Suva Beauty, Morphe, and Beauty Bay. So basically they are donating year round to the Rainbow Relief. So for the month of June, 10% of all proceeds from Suva Beauty go to the Rainbow Relief. It's an organisation that supports marginalised communities, children and families. But they say that they do also donate year round. So there we go.
I like Suva. I like their cake liners. What I find a little bit disappointing about that is that they're all just existing things put in a box. And I think I'm disappointed because I've seen something better from Glisten Cosmetics. So Glisten Cosmetics is also a cake liner brand, and they're newer than Suva. So Suva's been around for a lot longer, but I feel like Glisten is taking over. So they've released the Pride liner. Now, this is like a rectangular cake liner with the rainbow colors all lined up in there. So it sort of looks like a flag in itself. And you can do things like take a big fan brush and sweep across it and use it as like face paint. You can do some cool stuff. So I like this format more. I think it looks cooler. I think it's more versatile because you can mix between the shades. And yeah, I like this better. So I feel like they've won the battle of the Pride liners, in my opinion.
Fair.
But this one is pretty cool as well because they actually did sell out, but they're releasing more. they're going to restock and they're taking pre-orders that they'll be shipping in July. Since Glisten is a UK-based brand, this is £26, but they will be donating 100% of the profits to LGBTQI plus charities. There's 4 that they're going to split the profits between. So even though this is fairly pricey, it does contain 50 grams of product, which if you think about it, it's only 10 grams less than the Suva Beauty pack of the 6 in what I think is a more sort of user-friendly format. Yeah, all of these are UV shades, and check them out if you want to pre-order the next batch. I think it's a cool one. All right, the last one we're going to talk about is from Sigma, and I'm sure there's a lot of other Pride releases that have come out, but these are from the brands that we usually talk about. So Sigma have released the limited edition You-tiful Pride brush set. This is $49. It's available at sigmabeauty.com. 50% of the proceeds go to It Gets Better. And essentially this is a 3-piece brush set and a brush bag, and it's got like almost like an oil spill rainbow looking effect on it, which is kind of cool. Look, pretty pricey for 3 brushes and a bag, but you know, if you want some nice cool looking brushes and you want to donate, there you go, that's available now.
We're going to get into collabs. This one ties in a little bit with the Pride stuff we were just talking about. This is bPerfect Cosmetics and the Vivienne. We have the Sceptre Palette. So this is a 33-pan eyeshadow palette and 6-pan face palette. It's big. It's all in one. It's £35.95 and it's available now at bPerfect Cosmetics. Look, this is just a very big palette with a lot of mattes, a few shimmers. It is, I mean, there's a rainbow in there, but there's also your neutrals and nudes and stuff like that.
And a lot of pinks.
A lot of pinks. You've got a nice big matte black and white, which is great if you are looking to do drag work. And then there's a bronzer, blush, and some highlighters. So yeah, big palette.
Yeah, look, I like the Vivienne, and if you're not familiar, the Vivienne won RuPaul's Drag Race UK season 1, and like the makeup that the Vivienne does, like it looks awesome. And if you can achieve this with a bPerfect palette, like great. But I do see this as being the Vivienne drag palette.
Yeah.
And I think if you took away the face powders, this would be a good drag palette. But the face, like, okay, again, you limit who can use it because there's 2 champagne highlighters, a soft pink, and a bronzer that suits the Vivienne.
Yeah.
So I think as soon as you put face colors into a palette, you limit who can use it, which I think is a bit unfortunate for this particular palette. But I do, like, normally I don't like a black and white. I don't really use them, but in a drag palette, it makes sense. So they've got the big pans of those. Unless you're a drag queen or someone that loves really bold makeup, I don't think, I feel like bPerfect Cosmetics said, let's collaborate. And the Vivienne was like, all right, I'm going to make my perfect palette.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but that doesn't translate well to usable for other people.
Yeah. It's not going to be for everyone.
Yeah, and the amount of mattes in here versus shimmers, like, it's insane. And the pinks all look the same.
Yeah.
I don't know. Look, it's not a palette for me, but I do like the Vivienne, and I do like this as a drag palette, but I don't wear drag makeup, so, you know, obviously it's not for me. All right, next collaboration is with Buxom. They're collaborating with their global celebrity makeup artist, Ash K. Holm. So pretty much what they've released is an eyeshadow palette. It's got 12 limited edition shades developed by Ash. They're saying it contains next level neutrals, a pop of jewel tones in matte, satin and metallic finishes, and it can be applied wet or dry. It's got primer infused pigment packed shadows. Okay. And it's, cruelty free, and it's their first collaboration.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I'm sure you still need primer. I'm sure as a makeup artist, if she was demonstrating it, she would put primer on. So I don't know, but it's available now for $39 at Buxom and Ulta Beauty. Now, I don't hate this palette. It's a very wearable, but it's also very boring.
Yeah.
So it's browns, bit of a coral shade, a couple of purples, a shimmery blue, and what looks like a navy or a black.
Yeah. I think it might be a navy. Oh.
In some photos it looks black, and in other photos it looks
tell,
navy.
isn't it?
Yeah. It's hard when you are like, oh yeah, it looks great on her, but I bet mud would look great on her.
I know.
So
she's so fucking beautiful. Like, anything's gonna look good on her.
Yeah.
Okay, Disney fans, get ready for your body. Dose of Colors have revealed their Donald Duck and Daisy Duck special edition collection. So, this consists of the Donald and Daisy Duck eyeshadow and bronzer palette. It's $39. So it's got 6 eyeshadow shades and then a bronzer, basically, a big bronzer. There's false eyelashes, $15. There's 3 lip products. You've got a lip liner for $14, a gloss for $17, and a lip mousse, which would be a matte product, for $18. I gotta say, the lip product colours are really nice.
Yeah, I kind of want them.
yeah. Like, I'm not, I can't say anything bad about them. I think they're really pretty. The palette, it's pretty basic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with this one, look, I think it's a nice little capsule palette if you like these tones. I love the name of the bronzer, Oopsie Daisy. I think that's really cute. I don't get how this ties in with Donald and Daisy Duck any other way.
I don't really either.
No. I see none of it here. Like, they've picked images of them that have like sort of the colours. But I feel like they've changed the colours to match the palette.
I feel like they have too. This is not how I'm remembering Donald.
No, he wears blue.
That's what I thought.
And his beak's not pink.
No, it's yellow. It's not them.
They've tweaked it to match the palette, not made the palette. Well, which, look, to be fair, do you want a blue, yellow, pink and purple palette? Probably not.
I don't.
So this colour story is going to probably sell more, but I don't get the inspiration. But like you, I think the lip products are really, really pretty shades, especially the lip gloss. It's like a pink with iridescent blue.
Yeah.
I don't know how they'll look on the lips, but it's pretty. So that's available now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, probably the biggest collaboration of the month is Glamlite. So they collaborated with Mikayla, who is a really popular beauty TikToker.
Yep.
Anyway, this is Mikayla's first collaboration and Glamlite's first collaboration, and their first release that's not food related.
Yeah. Which
is great. Oh, besides the paint palette.
Yeah.
So their first release that's not a gimmick.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
Yes.
This did sell out really fast. They will probably restock it till the cows come home because they want to make their buck. So if you're interested in this and you missed out, just follow them on Instagram or sign up for alerts or something.
So the collection features the 30 pan Mikayla eyeshadow palette. It's $42. There's a press poppin' white champagne highlighter for $14. 3D faux lashes. These are $12 each. There's a lip gloss set, which includes 2 diamond glosses and a nude gloss for $28. You can get the whole bundle for $89, and you can get the bundle in the PR box for $99. It's available now. Yes, available now on...
But sold out.
Ah, there we go. Well, yes.
Yeah, I think the main thing here is definitely the eyeshadow palette, and it's almost Morphe or like the large beauty bay sort of looking palette.
Yep.
I've heard some mixed things about what people think about this, and I think I like the colours. I like pockets of the colours. I really like the purple section. I really like the green section. I like some of the browns and oranges, but I feel like by putting the pink, the yellow and the blues in there, all of a sudden it's almost stepping into rainbow territory, and it's sort of getting a bit... They're trying to do too much, I feel like.
Yeah.
But I think if it was edited down a little bit and it was just oranges, browns, purples and greens, I think it would have been quite a
fairly unique little palette.
Yeah.
You know, like we're just...
We're with our fingers, we're covering things.
Fingers. And like, when was the last time we saw a purple, green and orange palette?
I can't think of one.
Exactly.
So I feel like this was a bit of a letdown in terms of they tried to do too much.
Yeah.
And this is so successful. I almost would put money on the fact that there'll be a round 2, which could have been the pinks, the blues, the yellows.
Yeah.
You know, they could have gone into that different
And the
category
thing is,
there.
like, it's totally okay to leave out those weird random shades. Like the pink, the yellow, and the blues, they stick out so much because they
don't really go.
almost don't fit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of would have liked to have seen those just taken out, been like, nah, fuck those shades.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I think it's an interesting colour palette. I like I said, I like areas of it. And I've heard good things about Glamlite's formula. So, you know, this is going to be very successful.
But
and
it's sold out, so you can't have it.
until it comes back in stock.
That's
So,
right.
there you go.
That's right.
All right, Laura Lee is back with a collaboration.
Yeah.
Laura Lee Los Angeles, to be precise. When was the last time we heard from Laura Lee Los Angeles?
Even know.
It was the revamped Nudie Patootie palette. What was that one called? Whatever it's called.
Nudie number 2.
So that was the last we heard of Laura Lee Los Angeles.
Yeah.
This is a lot fresher, and I feel like it's a lot fresher because it's a collaboration. So this is a collaboration with Erin Weaver. Sorry, I don't know who you are, Erin.
Right.
Not that you're watching this. But this is a big palette. It contains 14 shades, and there's little pockets of colours, which I quite like. So there's a bit of a purple and white little quad, pink and brown sort of area, and then like a mint and like sky blue sort of area as well, with a nice mix between shimmers and mattes. So overall swatch, this looks like a soft colour and sort of pastel-ish vibe, and I think it's quite nice, and it's something that I don't think Laura Lee Los Angeles would have come up with if it wasn't for a collaboration.
I honestly, I question that as well.
Yeah.
I really like the color story of this palette. If there wasn't the blues and the greens in there, like, I would have to resist the urge to buy it, because I actually really like it. I think it's a little bit whimsical.
Yeah. Well, it's, we didn't even say it's called the Candy Skies collection, and this is the Candy Skies palette.
Yes.
And I can see the candy and the sky inspiration.
Yeah.
So good.
I do really, really love that blue raspberry shade, which is like, when you see it swatch, it's like metallic.
Yeah.
Sexy, bright, tealy shade. I think that's really beautiful, but I know it would look absolutely horrendous on me. So,
but it works with the palette.
It does. It works with a palette. Yeah, look, I don't know. I don't have a problem with this, but I would be interested to see like how well this sells, because I don't know how the community feels about Laura
Lee. Yeah.
I don't think she ever truly redeemed herself for many people. Not everyone. I know a lot of people don't care. I don't really care.
Did her mum die of COVID?
What?
I think her mum died of COVID.
Oh my
Was
god,
it
I
her?
didn't know that.
That's really sad.
Fucking sad. That's really sad.
Yeah.
Look, I don't have a problem with it. Did we mention prices?
No, we didn't, and we didn't mention the glosses as well.
No, I know, we went off on a tangent.
So the palette's $45. There's 2 lip glosses, E-Bug and Strawberry. They're $16 each, or you can buy the full collection bundle for $59, saving of $18. I like
know how we feel
specified
about
that.
saving.
Love a good saving. Or you can get the lip gloss bundle, which is just the 2 lip glosses for $24, saving $8. All right, we've got a couple of collaborations from Makeup Revolution. The biggest one that most people have been talking about is the collaboration with Bratz. Now, this is already available. It's available in Australia at Glam Radar. It's available everywhere, so if you want it, you can get it. And mark my words, I'm sure they're going to do what they did with Friends and bring out a round 2 and a round fucking 3, and it's not going to die. So if you missed out or you don't like what's in these,
Don't worry,
there might be
because
more
there are more
coming.
coming.
Yeah, so that's my prediction. But this collection is fairly extensive. I won't talk about prices because, again, since they're available on so many different sites, there's so many different prices. So you can just go check it out yourself. So the first thing in the collection is the Revolution Bratz palette. This is the main big palette. It's got all 4 characters on there. It looks like it's got 24 small eyeshadows and then 3 either large eyeshadows or sort of highlighters running down the middle, different size pan. Then we have some smaller items, but they've got different color stories representing a different character. So there's 4 character palettes, and they come in Chloe, Jade, Sasha, and Yasmin. Then they've got 5 maxi lip plumps. These have the 4 character shades and also a clear. There's also a mascara, a kohl liner set, a black liquid liner, a makeup bag, a brush set, a lip care set, and 4 lip crayons. Again, 1 for each character. So yeah, if you like Bratz, it's there.
I don't get it because I was too old for Bratz.
Yeah, I was way too old for Bratz.
So I know the name and that's it.
Yeah.
That's as far as my knowledge goes.
I have seen a few people say that they missed the opportunity to do lip liners since Bratz are so well known for the really big lips that are sort of lined.
Yeah.
But that could again be round too. So.
Yeah. And look, they put the lip plumpers in here, so you buy them first, and then next time you get the lip liners.
And then you can pretend like Kylie Jenner that it was all just lip contouring that made her have the big lips. And then in round 3, that's when they release the filler injections. So don't worry, guys, it's coming. Okay, let's talk about their next collaboration. Which this feels like deja vu because it is. So this is a collection with Soph X. I don't even know what number this is. Yeah, and I don't know if I think it's actually just Soph, and it's like
like we always call it. We call it Soph X, but it's
just Soph. It's Soph. Sorry, Soph.
Sorry, Soph. Okay, so this is a newest collection. It features 2 eyeshadow palettes. There's a large and a mini one. So in the mini palette, it's got repeat shades that you'll find in the large palette. And it does look like the pans could be bigger because they're a different shape. They're square in the mini palette, rectangular kind of in the larger palette.
Yeah.
Then we have 3 face duos. So it comes in cookies and cream, sugar frosting, and honey glaze. And then there are 2 lip kits, which both include a lip pencil and looks like a skinny lipstick type product.
Yeah.
So the lip kit shades are Candy Icing and Toffee Drizzle. So it appears like you've got 2 nude shades that are just in deeper color stories.
Yeah. And the face duos are, I think they're highlighter duos, and there's quite a light one, a more champagne, and then more of a bronzy one. Yeah. And that's available now if you want it. If you want Soph X volume 27.
387. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we continue with this week's episode, we do have some more sponsors. Aurate is fine jewellery made in New York City, founded by women for women. Pieces range from classic to statement to completely original. Aurate's gold feels substantial, and because it's all real gold, you can wear it and never have to take it off. Shower, exercise, sleep, cook, go play some sports. Do whatever you want. It's jewelry for life, and all Aurate pieces come with a lifetime warranty because they know it lasts. Aurate is also ethically sourced and sustainably made. Their gold is never mined, and their gemstones and diamonds are certified conflict-free, so you can shop with a sparkling conscience. I've been wearing my Aurate earrings for well over a year now, and when I say wearing them for well over a year, like I actually wear them. These never come out of my ears. They are just like my other pair of studs. They're just like my necklace. I only take them off if I have to get something like an x-ray done, or I'm doing something that physically requires me to take my jewelry off. Otherwise, I wear them all the time. And I'm really happy to say that the earrings still look as good as the day that I got them, and I don't do anything special to look after them or protect them either. The quality is fantastic, and I'm really, really happy with them. I would highly recommend checking out Aurate if you're looking for something special or just a pair of everyday earrings that you're going to put on and wear as your always on pieces. This is definitely jewelry that can withstand the test of time. So if you would like to save 15% off your Aurate purchase, go to auratenewyork.com/beauty and use promo code beauty. That's AURATE newyork.com/beauty and use promo code beauty at checkout for 15% off your first purchase. Nobody likes being stuck in uncomfortable clothing all day. This is where Beta Brand steps in. They combine customer experience with their expertise to make thoughtfully designed clothing that's as functional, comfortable, and as inspiring as your favorite workout gear. Their customer favorite dress pant yoga pants are made of wrinkle-resistant stretch knit fabric, making them perfect for literally anything you need to get done. There are tons of different colors and styles to choose from, so they have something to suit all style preferences. The best thing about Beta Brand's dress pant yoga pants, in my opinion, is that they really are as comfortable as yoga pants or leggings, but they are totally office and just general life appropriate. They are fitted enough that they look put together, but they also have that awesome stretch that you just love from a pair of comfortable pants, so they aren't tight in all the wrong places, which means no pinching or digging in at the waist when you sit down, but when you stand up, they go back into shape. They don't get saggy and baggy. Women love these pants because they fit so well and feel great on, allowing you to be confident and comfortable as you get shit done. Right now, our listeners can get 30% off their first Beta Brand order when you go to betabrand.com/beauty. That's 30% off your first order for a limited time at betabrand.com/beauty. Find out why women are ditching typical work pants for Beta Brand's dress pant yoga pants. Go to betabrand.com/beauty for 30% off. Mango, rose, pear, eucalyptus. Which is your favorite? These are just some of the amazing scents available with Function of Beauty's customized shampoo and conditioner. Function of Beauty is a world leader in fully customized hair care. They create your unique formula based on a short but thorough quiz to give your hair everything it needs to look and feel its best. Every product is sulfate and paraben free, it's vegan, cruelty free, and there are over 60,000 real 5-star customer reviews. Your hair has never smelt so amazing. Try tropical mango, sweet peach, crisp pear, or the subtler scents such as lavender, rose, and eucalyptus. However, if fragrance is not for you, that's totally cool. You can go unscented as well. Guys, I've nearly finished my eucalyptus scent hair mask, and I've got that sad feeling you get when you're about to finish a product you really love, but you also know that you have a whole host of other products that you really should use up before buying another one. I just adore the eucalyptus scent. It's super fresh and it elevates my whole hair washing experience. Plus, my hair loves the actual formula of the hair mask, so it's just a great all-rounder and I'm gonna miss it. I do have another hair mask in the peach scent, which is really nice. I love the peach scent as well, so I won't be left in the dust, but man, that eucalyptus scent is so damn good. Go to functionofbeauty.com/beauty to take your quiz and save 20% on your first order. That applies to their full range of customized hair, skin, and body products. That's functionofbeauty.com/beauty to let them know that you heard about it here and to get 20% off your order. functionofbeauty.com/beauty.
All right, the last collaboration we're talking about is one that we've been hearing about for quite some time. And again, this could have been the biggest collaboration of the month if it wasn't for the Glamlite and what's her name one, TikTok girl.
Yeah.
Because this one, a lot of people were waiting for and had high expectations, but I feel like it's fallen a bit flat. Anyway, this is Sydney Grace Co. and Temptalia. Now, Temptalia has been a well-known website for like better part of a decade.
Yep.
Really good at reviews, really good at swatches. I don't always agree with her overall rating, but I do use her website fairly regularly to compare shades or look for dupes of things. So it's a really great website that has a lot of swatch. Bad to navigate. I hope Temptalia is watching this. Sort your shit out, because that's a really hard website to navigate and search things for.
Yeah.
If you want to search things.
I have to agree.
I have to go back to Google and search Temptalia anything to get the right link, because I can't navigate her website very well. Her search function is
not user friendly.
No. Anyway, but otherwise, good resource.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people were super, super excited to see a Temptalia collab with whoever. And Sydney Grace Co. is an indie brand that's really well known for good quality eyeshadows, so it was a nice pairing. So what is in the collaboration, which is interesting, there's 3 eyeshadow palettes, which are $40 each, or you can buy all 3 for $100. They're available now. But there's also 2 variations for each color story. So in total, there's 6 palettes. So 3 main color stories, and then each palette has a slightly lighter and slightly deeper variation, which is a really smart move. Now, the only differences in the palette, I think it's mainly 2 shades.
2 shades.
There's 12 shades in each palette, and then they've swapped out pretty much the matte sort of transition color to a slightly deeper one for the darker palette. So people with deeper skin aren't stuck using ashy transition tones. They have changed it to tweak that, which is great. But for the rest of the shades that work on all skin tones remain the same. So yeah, 2 shades are varied between the light and the dark.
Okay, so Sydney Grace basically said Christine's been, so amazing to work with. She had a vision to create a colourful palette that could still be used every day, and they think she nailed it. Basically, all 3 palettes come together to make a beautiful picture inspired by the galaxy. So you've got quintessence on the horizon and radiant reflection. So they represent the galaxy, the horizon, and the rainbow and jewel tones in the sky. When this released, okay, wait. First I want to say about the outside packaging. When you line them up, close them and line them up, it creates
an image.
A gorgeous image. I really like that. And when these released, it was put to me, like Madeline was like, are you buying any? And I'm like, no, I'm not buying eyeshadow palettes, but I will have a good look. And instantly I had analysis paralysis.
Yes. Yeah.
I just, it's too much for me. I'm really sorry. And I also, when you take the swatches from each palette and put them together, okay, for one, the light and the dark, the only differences are 2 shades, which
is
that's
fine.
Good. Yeah,
like I think it's good that they've done that.
It's good that they've created palettes individually for different skin tones. I think that is, you have to be aware of that. But even looking at all of the palettes in the light spectrum together, which would suit me the best, to me, there is too much. It becomes too redundant and too same with so many greens, many blues running into purples in the same color. Same with like the
rosy
pinky tones.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, it feels like, and we've said this about many palettes before, it feels like having an array of sample shades and not being able to edit it down and just going, let's just keep all of them in and create more stuff. And for me, it's too much. I
think what annoys me about this, I do like, and on the screen we'll have the 3 palettes opened up. There'll be the light shades versus the deep shades.
Yeah.
It does take a bit to find the difference between the 2, but again, like we said, it's mainly the matte transition shades, which I do think is a smart move.
Yeah.
But
I actually think that's important.
Yeah, I think that's important. And that's a great thing that they've done. Yeah. So I like that tick. When you lay them out though, and you compare the lights to the lights and the deeps to the deeps, there is so much, like you said, repetitive shades across the palettes.
Yeah.
They all contain jade green shades. They all contain cool toned, almost grey blue shades. They all contain some jewel toned red shades. The main difference I can see is the bottom palette here has a gold.
Yeah.
To me, these look like rearranged palettes of the same colours.
That's my issue.
And that's, I feel like what they should have done, like you said, edit this down. I can understand she's like, okay, one is maybe more this theme, and one is slightly more this theme, and one is slightly more rainbow. But what these are I feel like what Christine has done is said, I love jewel tones. So I'm going to create 3 jewel toned palettes that are slightly different and I would wear them in slightly different ways. Cool. But again, is this something that the mass audience or your customers, do they want 3 of these? Probably not. It either would have been smarter to make these a lot more distinct. So have like a green palette, have your red ruby palette, have a blue palette if that's what you want. Or
just make
one palette.
Yeah.
And if you need to add an extra row to make an 18-pan palette, cool. If you want to like incorporate all the color stories, but 3 is way too much. And I feel like it's, like you said, analysis paralysis. And it's a real shame because people were really excited for this. They were excited for the quality. They were excited for Temptalia's like input. But I feel like this falls flat just because it looks like, an abundance of the same shit just rearranged.
Yeah. And that's what lost me instantly. Once I saw all 3 palettes together.
Or the 6 together.
Well, to be fair, I saw the 6 together and I was just like, is this a joke?
Yeah.
Like, is this, what? Is this the same palette? Is it like mirrored? Like, have they taken a really like cool sort of artsy photo with it? Then I discovered it was 6 palettes and I was like, what on earth?
I can see the color stories. So one is definitely more smoky, jewel toned. And then there's one that's a little bit more earthy toned. But again, there's jewel tones in there. There's greens in there. There's that shimmery blue in there. And then there's one that's a more rainbow version.
Yeah.
But they are still so repetitive with the colors that I just can't... I don't want any of them. I'm like, I'm out. I've checked out because there's nothing that draws me in. It's just confusing to the eye. And if you want to pick one because you don't want to spend $100 on 3 palettes that are repetitive, you end up going, I can't even pick one because they all look the fucking same.
Yeah. And that's exactly what happened with me.
Yeah. I think it's a real shame.
It's too much to look at once.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah.
I think that's a disappointment. Because I reckon it would be good quality and like, I think I saw also Temptalia breaking down how you can use these in quads and in rows and blah, blah, blah. So I think it's a really, they're well thought out.
Yeah.
They just didn't need to be 3.
Yeah, I agree.
They just didn't need to be 3.
I think, honestly, it should have been, like you said, 18-pan palette.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people will still be very excited by it. And I think a lot of people will like the colour stories.
Yeah, and a lot of people will. I feel like a lot of people have similar tastes to Temptalia.
Yeah.
When I look at how she constructs her looks in her reviews, it doesn't gel with me.
No, it's not the way I like to do my makeup.
It's always very smoky. It's always quite jewel toned, quite dark, quite contrasting, and it's just not how I do my makeup. Yeah. So like if she had one palette that represented that and then like different vibes to them, these all have the same vibe, and that's what I think.
I think the radiant reflection one is the prettiest.
Yeah, I think that's the nicest as well.
I think that's, a pretty little palette, but again, no blues and greens for me because they don't suit me.
All right, that's a collaborations for the month done.
And
we'll just run through some releases that brands launched throughout the month or have been sneak peeking, and we'll try to do it fast. We say that and we never do, but we'll try.
We've got stick highlighters from Anastasia Beverly Hills. So they've released 6 shades. Basically, these are stick highlighter on one end with a brush applicator on the other end. It's making me think of KKW a little bit.
It's looking a bit like KKW.
Yeah. They're available now at Cult Beauty and beautybay.com as well as ABH.
ABH also released their 4th Norvina palette. We did talk a little bit about this in our last sort of chitty chatty video. This is one of the big 25-pan palettes, and this color story is very brown, nude, and purple. And it's very, very similar to the original Norvina palette that was released quite a few years ago.
Yes.
Just expanded. Instead of editing it down, they've expanded it out.
They have.
And there's also some lip balms in pots. So there's a mango one, a strawberry one, and a coconut one.
The Body Shop.
They look like the Body Shop, 100%. But it's all available now. The palette, it's a volume 5, sorry. Did I say volume 4? Wait, was that actually the 5th one?
Shit.
Fuck, there's more than I thought. Yeah, officially it is the 5th because they've got... It's very similar to 2 of them that they've already released.
Well,
browns, purples.
Let's be fair, when you're releasing 25 pan palettes, which now consist of 100 eyeshadows, when you release another one and you're bumping your collection up to 125 eyeshadows, shit's going to start looking redundant.
Especially if it's designed by the same person who's got the same aesthetic each time. Like, it's redundant.
I like it because it's purple and nude, but
I don't need it.
Also Body Shop and too big. We've seen some new releases from By Mario. I was waiting for this. Mm-hmm. I want this brand to do great things, so I want to buy some stuff, but they haven't got me there yet.
Yeah.
So this is the Soft Sculpt collection. It consists of the Soft Sculpt shaping sticks in 6 shades, and they're dual-ended. The Soft Pop blush sticks, also dual-ended. These come in 6 shades. And the Soft Sculpt bronzer comes in 6 shades as well. Then we have the powder blush. These are Soft Pop powder blushes, 5 shades. The Soft Glow highlighter in 5 shades. And there are 3 dual-ended brushes. I think these are all like fine and great products to add to his range. Great, good on you. But I think what makes me not really enjoy this brand is actually the packaging.
Look, I actually think this is better than the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter sticks that we just saw.
Yeah.
Because those were dual-ended as well. And mind you, when they're saying this is a dual-ended product, they're not saying that it's got 2 blushes like on either side brushes. Or a blush and a highlighter. It is a blush on one end and then a brush on the other end to blend it out, which is what Anastasia Beverly Hills did with those highlighters that we just saw. Yep. But the difference between these ones is you can pop off the brush to wash it and also to keep it when you're done.
Yeah.
I was looking at the Anastasia Beverly Hills ones and I thought I'll mention this now, but it's a waste when you finish the highlighter, you're throwing out what could be a nice quality brush. Mm-hmm. And I've got brushes that have lasted me like a decade. So if you look after them, you can keep them. So at least with this, you can pop it off and either reuse it, hopefully down the track, maybe buy a refill. Yeah. That you can attach instead of having to buy a new brush each time. Mm-hmm. I feel like this is a bit of a missed opportunity, like only slightly, because they've got stick blushes, pan blushes, stick bronzers, pan highlighters. Where's the stick highlighters? I feel like that would have completed this perfectly. Yeah. But I do feel like introducing cheek products, this is a really good way to do it.
Absolutely.
So I don't hate this.
All right, let's get into some ColourPop stuff. We've got a lot, as you can probably imagine. I think the most disappointing collection is the neon collection that they've released that isn't neon at all. So the collection consists of 3 5-pan palettes. There's a pink, an orange, and a yellow. They're all nude palettes with 1 neon pop in them.
They're saying that it's neutrals with a pop of neon, but I think what everyone has been saying about these is this is not enough to call it a neon collection.
No. Call it pop of neon.
Yeah.
Not neon.
No, absolutely. And don't have like the packaging all neon, like it's something really exciting when it's not.
Yeah.
I do like the idea of mixing neutrals with neons, and they have put in shades that do complement the shade quite well. Mm-hmm. So like, for example, this orange shade has more sort of rosy tones with it. The pink shade has more cooler toned nudes with it. So I can see these really completing the neon look, but you can't call a 5-pan palette with 1 neon a neon eyeshadow palette. They should have had maybe 2 or 3 neons with like a couple of complementary, maybe 1 shimmer, 1 matte neutral just to ground the complete look. But as it is, it's disappointing. They've also got 3 new lip oils, which somehow are in this collection.
Luxe lip oils.
Yeah, I don't like them.
We can never forget to mention that they're from the Luxe line, because that is the shit line.
I don't like it.
You
Some
need to
people
be
like
aware.
it. It's not for me. Warning, warning, avoid, avoid.
Yeah.
But the shades are Hot Spark, Cosmic, Click, and Pink Circuit. And these are just brighter lip oils that end up looking pink
Yes.
on the lips. So there we go.
We have a new collection. It's called Lush Life. So this is very planty themed. Basically, they're saying it's a new tropics inspired collection. There's a 12-pan palette, 3 luxe glosses, 3 cheek dew serums. Have we seen these before?
Yeah, they released a whole collection of them, and I remember vividly because M Cosmetics cracked the shits.
Oh, that's right.
That ColourPop copied them.
Yeah. And then we have 3 cream gel liners. So this is available now. It's look, the palette is sort of neutral with greens, blues, and like reddy
tones,
browns.
yeah.
Yep. The cheek shades are all sort of reddy pinks, and then the liners, you've got a metallic green, a dark sort of foresty green, and then a gold, and the lip products are again in that sort of reddish brown sort of category.
Yeah. Look, I think the packaging of this is really cool. I think people will buy it just because of that tropical
that'll
print
get a lot of people.
that, you see a lot of people have like cushions and things like inspired by that. I feel like the blues had no place in this palette.
I agree.
Absolutely no place. I feel like if you want to really reflect the design that they're going for, maybe more greens, like grass greens, maybe a chartreuse
like
yellow.
yellows,
yeah. The blues take me out of it and make this look a little bit tackier than what I expect from this collection.
ColourPop cannot fucking give up a pop of blue though. They can't.
That's true. And speaking of pops of blue, this actually should have been a collaboration. So, they made another collection with Hello Kitty. I think this is like round 3 or something. So I think this is more like a summer collection, and they're calling this the Hello Kitty ColourPop Hello Kitty Tropical Escape Collection. Again, there's not much tropical here except that Hello Kitty is holding a pineapple or a cherry or a coconut. So that's the tropical sort of escape theme. This contains 4 new 4-pan eyeshadow palettes. I'm glad they're new. If they were old, I'd be like, fuck you.
Yeah.
There's 2 pressed powder blushes. They didn't specify if this is new or not. So maybe if you go through, you'll find like their past collections.
Yeah,
maybe they're repeats.
maybe they are.
There's a glowing lip balm kit and a pineapple lip scrub. So these are all available now, and they've got fun sort of yellow, bright, pink and teal packaging. But
Are the lip balms new? I don't know. Have we seen their
tinted lip balms.
their tinted lip balms in a packaging like that before?
All right, we just looked these up. The tinted glowing lip balms have been out in a past collection, but they're not a permanent product.
Yeah.
So they're probably coming out, but they're fairly new. All right, we've seen some new releases from e.l.f. The main one that I think is interesting is their putty bronzers. So they had a lot of requests to bring out putty bronzers, and they said, let's do it. So they're saying it's a unique putty to powder bronzer that delivers highly pigmented, buildable color for natural sun-kissed glow. It's supposed to smooth and even out your complexion. It's lightweight, non-greasy, and enriched with moisturizing argan oil and vitamin E. There's 8 shades available, and there's $6 each. I think these look really good. I love that there's 8 shades. You don't often see brands that bring out these putty style bronzers bring out 8 shades.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Huda bringing out maybe 4.
Yeah.
So I think this is cool. These are products that are quite popular at the moment, and I always associate them with more expensive brands.
Yes.
So e.l.f., from what I've heard, they've been nailing formulas lately.
Yeah.
So I want to try these. I think the shade range is really good. They're little pots, but they're $6, and if they're pigmented, you don't need to use much. I think this is really smart, and I hope they bring more up-to-date e.l.f. products to Australia soon, because we have a e.l.f. Australia website, but it's full of crap.
Lame as shit.
Yeah, it's not good, but they're bringing out some cool stuff. So I'm hoping they bring them out here. A couple of other things just to say really quickly. They've also brought out an acne fighting putty primer and also some Holy Hydration skincare products. There's a moisturizer and a sleeping mask.
From Fenty, we have a new gloss bomb, but this is a gloss bomb heat. So this is a new product to their line, and it's called Hot Cherry. They use pepper and ginger root. It's supposed to help instantly plump your lips. These have been around for ages.
Yeah.
It's just new to their line. It's launching 24th of June. So
yeah, and it comes in one shade. So the shade is Hot Cherry, and they're saying it's a hint of tint that is flattering on everyone. It's like a cherry red colored tint, which instantly would put me off. I understand the link with heat.
Yeah.
Like that makes sense. But I don't like a glossy sheer red. It doesn't. I don't think it suits many people.
No, I don't really like the burning lip products. Give me a minty one with a minty tingle. Love that. But when it's like pepper and shit, I'm just like, no.
But do you know why it annoys me? Like I can deal with a tingle.
Yeah,
I never feel like
they don't work.
It works. It doesn't work enough to compensate the discomfort that it creates.
And if you accidentally get it in your mouth, it's irritating.
Yeah.
Before we continue with this week's episode, we do have some more sponsors. Fewer, better things. That's a philosophy behind Kuyana, the San Francisco-based brand that encourages customers to purchase fewer but better quality pieces that you will love and treasure for years to come. Kuyana believes in making long-lasting bags, accessories, and clothing from high-quality materials that you'll wear every day. Their leather bags are timeless, functional, and versatile for all occasions: work, going out, weekends, and all your little micro outings as we re-enter the world. You can really feel the quality of the leather, as every product Kuyana makes meets a highest standard of craftsmanship while also working towards their sustainability goals. They pledge to create products responsibly, enable you to maximize their wear, and also provide a way to recycle every product through their Second Life programs. Kuyana is known for their tote bags, but they have all kinds: crossbodies, backpacks, satchels, and more. Plus, they make incredible classic and timeless apparel, jewelry, and accessories. The pieces we have are the double loop bag in olive and the travel case set in soft rose. The leather on these bags feels so lovely. Really, really soft to the touch, as you would expect from a good quality leather bag, and the hardware feels great as well. Very sturdy and nicely finished. I can see that these would be pieces you would keep for many, many years, and we look forward to putting these to the test. Kuyana never goes on sale, but as a special offer, our listeners can receive 10% off your first order over $150 plus free shipping. Visit kuyana.com/beauty to get your individual code. That's CUYANA.com/beauty. Start shopping fewer and better at kuyana.com/beauty. Ana Luisa's mission is to bring beautiful, stylish jewelry to consumers while maintaining sustainability and minimizing their impact on the environment. They offset their carbon emissions related to the product's life cycle, minimize excessive waste by creating limited batches, and use recycled materials when possible. Their range is diverse and features a great selection of timeless and fashionable items that are affordable while maintaining high quality and longevity of the pieces. Ana Luisa release new collections every Friday with pieces starting at just $39, plus they offer a 365-day warranty on all of their jewelry. The biggest thing that worries me about buying jewelry online is quality. I usually buy all of my jewelry in a brick and mortar store so I can actually see and feel what I'm buying. And I think it's a fair concern to have when you're shopping online. So quality is the first thing that I analyze when I do purchase a piece of jewelry online. I look at joins in the metal, the smoothness of the finish, the strength of the settings, if the piece has stones in it. And I'm really pleased that I can confidently say my Ana Luisa rings are immaculate. Particularly the little chain link ring that I purchased. It is so well made and the finish is fantastic. This is the sort of quality that I would expect shopping at one of my favorite little boutique jewelers where I usually buy my jewelry. But the price tag is a lot more affordable. Go to analuisa.com/beautynews to treat yourself and your loved ones and use our code BEAUTYNEWS to get 10% off. I definitely recommend them. They're a great brand making beautiful, sustainable jewelry. Go check out analuisa.com/beautynews. That's Analuisa, ANALUISA.com/beautynews, code BEAUTYNEws.
All right, Jack Attack is back. So Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics, or Jaclyn Cosmetics, I think they've got in their packaging, but their handle is Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. They've released their latest collection, Bougie Rouge. Now, this is like a blush collection, and it's inspired by, I think she was watching some TV show that's got like old
like a period drama? Or like period
like
piece.
a period piece, like a period drama, and they have like the blush, the strong blush, and she was like, I want to do something with that. So what they have in the, here we go. Rosy Romance of 18th Century Royal. That's the inspiration.
Yeah.
Now, they have the Mood Light Luminous Rouge. This is $30 and it's available in 4 shades. So this is pretty much a loose powder blush. Then there's the Rouge Romance Cream to Powder Stick. These are $22 each. And again, they've got 4 shades. And like the name suggests, it's a cream to powder stick blush. Then there's the Rouge Romance Matte Blush Palettes. These are $45 each, and there's 2 shade variations, a cool and a warm. And these contain 6 long-wearing, silky soft matte finish blushes. And then the last thing is the Rouge Romance Lip Cushion. These are $18 each, and these are blushing tones. And they're supposed to create like a blurring finish on your lips, and these are 5 shades. So again, really inspired by that pop of bright cheek and then like a matching color on the lips.
Whenever I see this image, I just think Royce Romance, and I'm like, who the fuck is Royce? Your font
or Royge.
Royge. Your font is faulty, and it really triggers me how they've got a capital G in there. I'm like,
why
is this a thing?
I'm going to step back and say I do think this is a smart addition to her range, even though I've got my own sort of issues with Jack Attack. I do think it's a smart addition to the range, and I think it works well with her past range because, for example, when she had highlighters, she had the loose ones, she had the pressed ones, she had sort of different formats. And then when she brought out the face powders, she did the same thing. So having the stick, having the palettes and the loose all sort of make sense. And look, I think we called it at the start of the year. It's going to be the year of the blush, and we've seen it. There's a lot of different collections that are coming out that are blush inspired, or all blushes. And then there's a lot of different textures of blushes coming out. And I feel like this is very on trend with that. So yeah, blush attack from Jack Attack. KVD Beauty.
Yes, we have a new palette from KVD Beauty. So this is called the Planet Fanatic palette. I hate this so much. So this is, they say, think of sand dunes in the desert, glaciers, canyons, orange sunset, an emerald sea, landscapes as far as the eye can see. So basically what they're trying to do is take the whole fucking world and put it in a palette.
Yeah, so because they're saying it's earth inspired and world conscious, whatever that means.
So it's available now. It's $45. They're still using their old logo with the old font. The packaging is so
not $45 worth.
Oh, it's so cringe. This looks like, you know how we were talking about in the podcast video that we did last time. And we're talking about how they're still holding on to that tattoo artist inspiration. This looks like bad fucking tattoo stars from...
Oh, like tribal stars.
Yes, from like 1990. Go away. Just...
Yeah, it's not good.
It's
It's not good.
Like,
And look, the color story is very user friendly, and they've got colors in there, but they're super muted down. So if you're not, if you're not confident with bright blues, there's like a dusty blue in there. If you're not confident with bright greens, there's like a earthy green in there. So the colors are very wearable, and like I know a lot of people don't use that that term, but what we mean is sort of to the mass consumers, it's easy to wear to work. Yeah, that's how I sort of see wearable. But
I love how all of the mattes are light shades.
Oh yeah, that's true. There's no deep mattes at all. The deep shade is the green. There's no depth here, so it's not very inclusive to different skin tones. But also, like, this does not stand out as edgy makeup. They're still trying to position themselves as being like an edgy brand, and inspired by tattoo artists. Tattoo artists wouldn't wear this shit.
Tattoo artists would be embarrassed to be associated with this shit. Something else that's embarrassing.
Oh, I know. Oh my God, we're going from crap to crap.
The Kylie Cosmetics relaunch. So they have launched with reformulated lip kits. So they're describing these as lightweight, smudge-resistant, vegan, and they have 8-hour wear.
Which, let's be real, is quite realistic. I'm going to have to give them that. At least it's not like 36-hour wear and you're like, get fucked. Like,
you wear it till you're dead.
Yeah. But they are saying that it's 24-hour wear on top of lip liners.
Wow, that's a claim.
That's a claim.
That's a claim.
That they've gone, let's be realistic and let's put that on the box.
And then let's make a claim.
And let's make a big claim. So, because, we can't disappoint.
Yes. Now, these were reformulated because the brand was purchased by Coty and they weren't allowed to use Colourpop's formula anymore.
Seeds formula,
sorry. And yeah, basically it's, everything else is the same. It's just they've had to make a new formula. So,
yeah. Look, I'm going to say it's probably not it definitely put a spanner in the works. I don't feel like they're booming because they can't sell anything at the moment.
No.
And they haven't been able to sell something for months and months.
Everything.
They're reformulating everything.
Yeah.
But I feel like by doing that, they're going to be updating their formula. Like, if you think about it, Kylie Cosmetics, their eyeshadows, their lip products were formulated like half a decade ago now.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's probably not a bad thing in the long run to get the newest technology in and the newest sort of innovative ingredients and start afresh. Of course it's inconvenient and it's probably lost them a lot of money.
I even think Colourpop needs to reformulate 99% of their shit.
Oh, most brands do.
Yeah.
Most brands are
but
like,
don't.
They don't. They're like, it's costly and it's still selling, so why?
Why would we?
Yeah, why would we? But I feel like if you're going to be doing something long term and you want to release things long term, unless you're going to have like a Marc Jacobs model where they do discontinue full ranges, and they're like, we're getting rid of this whole foundation range to bring out a new one. Unless you're going to do that, I feel like brands should occasionally just reformulate to make things better, because otherwise they get stale and they become like Inglot. So I feel like in the long run it's either going to hinder or it's going to help Kylie.
Yes.
I'm not sure which way it's going to go.
And Coty. I don't know. Look, does she care? She sold the brand.
Yeah, she's made money.
I wouldn't care.
Speaking of brands that are revamping and changing things, Luna Beauty. So this is Manny MUA's brand, and he's given his first ever palette a facelift. So he
literally.
Literally. He brought out the Life's a Drag palette a few years ago, and now he's replaced that with Life's a Drag facelift. Now, what he's done with this palette, which is interesting, he's added a new row of shades. So he originally had 2 rows of 7. Now he's got 3 rows of 7. And he's made the pan sizes half the size. So the new one's $48, the old one's $45. So you are getting actually less product overall, but you're getting more variety in the shades. Is this necessary? questionable. I don't know if you've got the original one, would you want to upgrade with this one? Probably not. But I do think it's smart in terms of the old palette. Okay, if you wanted it, you've already got it. So it's getting a bit stale. He probably doesn't want to get rid of it entirely because it's his first baby. So he's given it an update, which I actually think he's improved it a lot more. So originally he had 6 sort of matte neutral shades, 2 shimmers, and then 6 colors. And now he's expanded that to 3 shimmers, 9 neutrals, and 9 colors. And all of a sudden you've got a full rainbow, a full set from like white to black with different tones of neutral matte shades, and he's added in like a silver shimmer, there's a champagne and a bronze. So I feel like this has become a lot more versatile, and we've been wanting more variety, smaller pans for the longest time, and he's delivered.
Here it is,
so
yeah.
I like the look of this a lot more. Is it enough for me to buy it? No, but I think this is an improvement. He hasn't done a Laura Lee where he's made the nudie number 2 and it's just a subpar version of the first one.
Yeah.
This one is a refreshing refresh.
It's literally a refresh on an existing palette. He definitely would not have been like, if you released Life's Drag number 2 and brought this out, people would have gone,
no,
okay, Laura, sit down. But you know, he's like, we're getting rid of the old one, we're revamping the new one, new and improved. Fair enough. Not something I'm going to buy, but you know,
I think it is improved though.
Yeah, I think it's improved. I agree. All right, it's time for us to have a little bit of a bitch. We're not going to be nice about this because it doesn't deserve it. This is from Makeup Revolution. It's a new brand. It's called Planet Revolution. And basically, this is what they have said. Clean formulations, conscious packaging, affordable choice. It's a clean evolution beauty. We've been on an 18-month journey to deliver this clean, conscious brand and bring those learnings into all aspects of our business for a more sustainable, responsible future. We've made great progress and know we still have a way to go. That's why we aim for progress, not perfection. So this new sub-brand first launch features eyeshadow palettes, reusable beauty buds, skincare, lip and cheek products, and even your very own recycling bin. So essentially this collection from Planet Revolution is supposed to be a sustainable makeup brand. Products are supposed to be recyclable, or packaging is supposed to be recyclable, and, you know, clean formulations, all that jazz. This is such bullshit coming from the biggest, like, one of the biggest
fashion brands.
Yeah, fast fashion makeup brands on the planet that create 58 fucking different collections based around one thing. We're looking at you, friends, with your 800 products. They are not sustainable. They are not, like,
it's greenwashing. It's giving the impression that I feel like this is their little, like, oh, don't worry about those brands. I know we cop a lot of backlash for creating a lot of landfill and a lot of plastic and a lot of rubbish. But don't worry, because we're saving that by creating this other subcategory of a brand, which is stocked on our main website and is just essentially a different line.
Yeah.
If you're interested in creating sustainable packaging, recyclable packaging, just roll that out with your other brands.
You don't need to create a whole new brand.
But the fact that they won't change their other brands to have recyclable packaging and sustainable products, it shows that it's just paying lip service.
Yes.
It's not actually doing anything because it's not negating the shit that they're doing with their other brands.
So they're saying that they are going to roll this out to their other brands, but they had to release a whole new brand to announce that. It's disgusting. This brand makes me kind of sick.
Another thing I'm not a big fan of.
No,
this is just me being, So Melt Cosmetics launched the Brunette collection. So the collection contains 2 things, an eyeshadow palette with 8 shades, and they're saying it's a unique blend of soft and spiced neutral hues. Hun, It ain't unique. It's fucking brown. And then they've also got a brush set. It's 5 brushes and a travel pouch.
Yeah.
This is launched now. Not now. It launched a while ago. And the thing that annoys me the most about this, look, I like a good brown eyeshadow palette.
Do I.
But the fact that this is brunette spelt like brunette, it just fucking... For the longest time, not longest time, for hours after I saw this first release, I'm like, brunette. Am I not aware of what's going on here?
Because we don't spell brunette that way.
Well, no one does. No one spells brunette that way. That's not how you spell brunette.
Isn't that the American spelling? That's
if
what
it
I
is,
assume.
then they can go get fucked.
This is really interesting. Actually, is this meant to be the male version? Because it says a person, usually a male with darker hair and often dark eyes and darkish olive skin tone.
Oh, I suppose because the E-double-T-E is feminine.
I just assumed that was, look at that. Brunette, E-double-T-E, a person, typically a woman with dark brown hair. Brunette is a male. And it's a brunette, but it's a brunette.
It's fucking dumb.
Is it really a thing? It's a thing! Merriam-Webster is saying a person having brown hair, usually used of a woman or girl, spelt brunette, E-double-T-E, and a man is B-R-U-N-E-T. So it's a
male brunette.
It's a male brunette. You know what? I'm just going to say this right now. I never thought a brown palette could be so fucking boring.
But I also...
This looks like a brunette I don't want to date.
That's true. I just also find it... now that I've learned that for some reason hair colour is now gendered, which is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
For one, and that they've chosen the male one, I guess, to be edgy. It's different. Of course. But I'm just going to keep reading this as brunette. And I'm just going to say, as someone who loves brown eyeshadows,
this is
fucking boring
shit I've ever seen.
And they just brought out what was the brown stack? They had a mini brown stack, and then they also had a palette. So they had the Mary Jane eyeshadow palette, which was cool tone browns. They had the Rust palette, which is warm tone browns.
They've got the neutral browns petite stack, like you mentioned, which is very,
Yeah, same.
Brunnety.
It looks like brunette, in a stack. It's redundant.
It is redundant.
It's redundant and it's infuriating. And as a brunette who would wear brown eyeshadows, fucking name it correct, spell it correctly.
I know. I honestly, I learnt something today, but what I learnt, I don't actually like. I don't think we should gender hair colours.
Yeah, I agree. Is blonde for a male spelled differently?
It probably is. So what do we call a redhead?
If you wanted the brunette palette and collection, it's out now. The palette's $48. The collection with the palette, the 5 brushes, and the travel cup is $175. Or you can get the XL set that has more brushes. I think it's got 10 eye brushes. Or you can buy the 5 brushes individually and also the holder individually as well. So there you go. You can buy it for a brunette in your life that might wear eyeshadow.
Okay, we've got 2 more things that we're going to talk about this episode. My God. Thanks for dragging us out, brunette.
Yeah.
So
thanks, Melt.
This is a new brand from Sun & Ars. It is the Outrera Beauty brand, which has launched, and there's a whole bunch of products. So we have the beginning palette. This is a 16 pan eyeshadow palette. This one's a little bit interesting, different, the way that they've laid it out. It's sort of like a fold out palette. Image will be on your screen. We've got the game changing eye primer. This comes in 5 shades. There is the Pillow Puff.
Which is like Tati's...
Blenderful.
Blenderful,
yep. We've got the 4K sponge, which looks like a wine stopper or...
a nail polish bottle.
Nail polish bottle, yep.
But it's a sponge.
Yes. Then we have 6 face brushes and 6 eye brushes. It looks like they're all synthetic bristles as well. So 12 brushes in total.
The colour story of this palette, like the design's very unique. I do like the colours of the palette though. I feel like, especially swatched, there's like a pop of, what would you call that purple colour?
It's kind of like a vibrant lavender.
Yeah. And then there's some nice sort of grungy greens and whatnot. So I think there's...
The balance of dark and light is definitely there.
And the balance of shimmers and mattes are there.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit different. So I don't mind this. This is a brand to watch. I'm curious about reviews on this one.
All right, let's do the last thing that we want to talk about here. And look, I want to buy this. It's from Patrick Tar Beauty. This is the Major Dimension collection. Now, look, that might be a bit tongue-in-cheek, but at least it's not a brunette.
Yeah, I think look, if they're serious with that name.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's not much dimension here. Let's be real.
No. But essentially what we have is an eyeshadow palette. This is a 12-pan eyeshadow palette that contains 2 creams and it's all nude. And you've got a row, well, not really, but kind of a row of mattes and then kind of a row of shimmers to represent. But the lightest shade that should be a matte is a satin, it appears. Look, I like this. Basically, they say it's meant to create a multi-dimensional day to night nude look, which... Yeah, probably. At least it's not brunette. And
that's true.
Then we have the Precision Gel Eyeliner. This comes in 4 shades. It's $26 US. You've got black, deep bronze, rich brown, and cream. It's all available now at Patrick Tar Beauty and Sephora. And my tummy is saying, hungry time. I want this palette.
Yeah, look, I like this palette too. The arm swatches are so photoshopped. They're frustrating.
They are very, very computer generated.
It's annoying. There's no point of it. But I do think, I feel like Patrick Tar's really great at putting colour stories together and notorious for doing the cream and the powder in the same cheek, like a blush or a bronzer, cream powder, cream powder. So it makes sense that there are 2 cream bases here, but what's smart and what Patrick Tar does with the face duos as well is there's a little flap over the cream.
Yes.
These are designed to be more of like your primer or your base color, but there are photos where it's been used as like a cream eyeshadow if you want like a dewier, sticky sort of look. But I agree. I think this is a nicer looking brown palette. I feel like it's a better balance than brunette. And I would just want to reach for this more. I feel like this looks very much like the Too Faced Born This Way palette.
I agree.
But instead of having a lot of rosy and some goldy warm tones, it's just like light to deep browns.
Yeah.
I think that's a much better designed brown palette for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so that's it for this week's episode. We do need to dedicate it to one of our Beauty News VIPs, and we're dedicating it to Ali. We believe that's how we pronounce your name. Thank you so much for supporting Beauty News, and thank you to everyone who supports Beauty News in whichever way you choose to do so.
Yeah. I'm going to give a quick emoji.
All right, go on.
Not a riddle because
Fuck it.
but rainbow flag.
Oh, of course. Go on. They absolutely deserve it, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So if you've made it to the end and you want to show us in the comments, leave a little rainbow flag. And that is it for June, Pride Month.
Thank you so much, guys. We will see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.